Hello and welcome. My name is Briony Gunson. I'm a meditation teacher, a mindset coach, and a breathwork facilitator. And in this session today, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of short meditation practices. But first, I want to share a little bit about how I came to a lot of these practices and why they're so important. Because in my experience, having taught thousands of people in person a lot of these techniques, it can be really helpful to understand what's the actual value of these things and why are we doing them. For my own journey, a lot of these practices around meditation and breath work, as well as mindset coaching, were really born out of necessity. So I found myself about a good 7 years ago being in a place of burnout, having panic attacks, really experiencing a lot of stress, which was actually manifesting itself in physical illness as well. So when I first learned to meditate, it was a pretty painful experience in that it was really challenging for me to learn these skills. And they really are skills. They're ways in which we can explore our mind and body and learn more about this human experience. And so when people often say to me that they find meditation challenging, I totally get it because I was that person as well. My mind still goes 100 miles an hour if I let it. And that's the thing is these babies, our minds are so incredibly powerful. And it's something that we really want to learn how to work with. You know, that expression, with great power comes great responsibility. Well, we don't really get an instruction manual for our mind. We're not really shown how it works. And with the pace of our modern lives, we can get ourselves caught up in all sorts of overthinking. And that can lead us to a sense of overwhelm. Experts estimate that we have something between 80 to 90,000 thoughts a day. That's a hell of a lot of thinking. And how conscious we are of those thoughts, I mean, it's anyone's guess. But what's really the quality of those thoughts or the nature of those thoughts? How do those thoughts make you feel? How many of those thoughts were pretty much the same as the ones you had yesterday? How many of those thoughts are genuinely yours rather than other people's opinions that are kind of shaping your thinking? Now, the reason why I ask those questions is because this sense of unease or anxiety or overwhelm or even like lack of confidence, not trusting ourselves, so much of this is really born in the mind in terms of so much overthinking, overanalyzing, projecting, anticipating, assuming. So it's really with this amazing power of the mind, if we don't know how to work with it, then it can end up working against us. And when we are practicing things like meditation, you may well feel the full force of those 80 to 90,000 thoughts a day coming crashing to the front of your mind when you start to slow down. And this is almost one of our first myths about meditation, that it's a way to switch off and then it's a way to relax. Now, meditation can certainly be relaxing. And in fact, our first exercise will hopefully create a sense of relaxation in the body. But actually, meditation is more about tuning in. It's starting to notice, it's pausing and slowing down, and it's noticing what is here, like what thoughts are here, what feelings are here in the body. So you're starting to check in with yourself. And as you do that, so we're not switching off, we're tuning in, and we're also starting to become aware of what's here. So if as we do these practices today, you feel some resistance, whether that's resistance in the mind, like, oh, this is so boring, or I can't be bothered to do this, when's this going to end? Like, it's very normal, the mind's going to throw up all that kind of stuff. Or maybe it's resistance in the body. Perhaps you feel all like jittery and uneasy, you want to keep moving, kind of fidgeting, tickling, and that's okay as well. It's actually just starting to notice like, wow, there's a lot of mental momentum here, or a lot of momentum in the body, in the sense that we can feel kind of amped up. And this is really an example of how, depending on how our mind and body feels, it's a reflection of what's really going on in our external world. What I mean by that is the pace of our lives can be so intense, and when we do finally slow down, we maybe feel anxious, we feel all of that intensity, and we just want to naturally keep moving. So let's go for this first practice, which should hopefully be a way to invite a real sense of relaxation in the body. And we're going to focus on our breathing. Now, as a breathwork facilitator, I've gotten quite geeky about understanding about the science of our breathing, because really your breathing is a foundational pillar of health. In fact, some experts believe that it's just as important, if not more so, than what you eat, and also with exercise as well. And we take 20,000 breaths a day. And so really the quality of those breaths is really important. I mean, hell, if you do anything 20,000 times a day, if you're doing it in a slightly better way, you're going to receive some kind of benefit. Another analogy is if you're taking 20,000 steps a day and you've got a stone in your shoe, you're going to feel that. So we're going to do some breathing together. And this is such a simple practice, but it's one that really taps into what is the optimal breathing pace. So basically the number of breaths per minute we want to take. Now, it's optimal in the sense that this allows for the gas exchange to happen and for your body to receive the greatest percentage of oxygen that it can from the air. It's slightly counterintuitive because you might think, well, if I breathe faster or bigger, deeper breaths, I'm going to get more. But actually, it's about slowing that pace down, and it's more about efficiency. So the average pace is about 6 breaths per minute, where a breath is an inhale and an exhale. But we're going to aim for about 5 seconds on an inhale and an exhale. So the optimal pace is about 6 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale. But we're going to go for 5 seconds just to make it a little bit easier to start with. So I'm going to guide you. Now we're just going to do this for 2 minutes. Got my Casio. So I'll be keeping an eye on the time. Now, as we do this, try and just tune into how it feels. I'll be counting. So just focus on the in breath and also on the out breath. Now, if you need to breathe faster, so as we start to do this, if you feel the urge that you want to breathe slightly quicker, that's completely fine. It's not a competition. And you're not doing it right or failing if you need to breathe sooner. It's totally fine. The really valuable thing here is you're noticing how it feels. So then, we'll do a short exhale to begin. And remember, we're just going to breathe through our nose. And actually, if you have any issues with sinuses or any other things around your breathing, which make it a little bit challenging for you to breathe in and out of the nose, you're welcome to do it through the mouth. That's totally fine. So then, let's do a short exhale to begin. And then we'll take a nice deep in breath for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. If we're not in sync, that's okay. Keep going. Breathing in through the nose. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 1 more minute to go. Nice deep breath through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders. Relax the face. Deep breath again through the nose. 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final few now. Nice deep breath in through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, let's make it a big one. Nice deep breath again, in through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just let it all go with a sigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, you did it. Well done. Okay, just give yourself a moment. If you want to close your eyes, just allow your breathing to settle back down and just notice what you feel right now. Maybe you feel some lightheadedness. Maybe you feel a bit of tingling in the body. Maybe a little bit of dizziness. That's okay. It's okay to feel those things. It's just the body adjusting after taking those deep breaths. So well done. And if your body needed to breathe in a different rhythm, that's okay. Remember that that's all right. And if you weren't able to make it to the end, that's okay too. We're just playing around with these practices, just exploring what it feels like. And so you may feel a sense of a bit more relaxation in the body. It's okay if there's a bit of spaciousness in the mind, even a bit spacey, but just trusting that's okay to feel that way. And as we're breathing more deeply in this way, we're actually starting to switch on the body's rest and digest state. It's also known as the parasympathetic nervous system. And so when we're breathing more deeply, we're actually working with our biology to help access those places. But I totally get it that in the moment, sometimes it can be hard to remember. You know, people say all the time, just breathe. And it's like, I'm very busy, I don't have time for that. But actually, just in the space of a couple of minutes, maybe you were able to feel something was different. I'd really love to know how you felt, so you can always drop me an email. I'll include my details in this video and let me know what that experience was like for you. You know, what came up as you were doing that. Now, as we lead into the next practice, I wanted to touch upon how our minds and this amazing machine that we have here, you know, that it takes up only, I think it's like 2% of our body weight, but uses 20% of our body's energy. And I mentioned earlier about how easy it is to start to feel a bit overwhelmed with so much thinking that goes on. Well, as we start to calm the body down, we're sending that message up to the brain. And as we do that, our brain waves actually start to slow down. So our brain waves being the frequency that's created from all that electrical activity happening. And when we're in this busy place, say you're in the middle of your working day, you're on the go, you're in the zone, and we can feel this sense of momentum, and we feel this sense of being pulled forward, and we want to kind of keep doing, we want to keep taking action. But what can happen is when we slow down, if we start to feel the discomfort of that, so maybe you feel anxious when you slow down, or when you're heading to bed at night, your mind is racing and you seemingly can't switch off. And it can be pretty challenging. So you're thinking, I just want to rest. And it's at the time where your mind is at its busiest. Well, actually, that's just revealing how much momentum there is going on. And it's these beta brainwave frequencies that when we're in this higher level beta brainwave, I like to call it busy beta, it's easy to remember, then we can be pushed into this place where we think, I'm just going to keep taking action because I feel better then. Have you ever experienced that, where you just want to keep doing stuff to soothe an anxious mind? And that's because your mind-body is trying to help you out. Your mind-body system's like, we feel like we need to do some stuff. So you're trying to do some stuff to try and get rid of that feeling. But the irony is often it's that continuously taking action. It's like being a hamster on a wheel. It just keeps spinning round. Or to use another wheel analogy, sometimes we might think, I'm going to think my way out of this problem. Or I'm going to think my way out of this feeling. And almost like car wheels spinning in mud, we put our foot down on our thinking, and this is going to help me shift out of this. And actually all that's happening is we're just digging deeper. So when you have tools like these short breathing practices, they can really help you. And as we enter this meditation, I want to introduce this expression, where attention goes, energy flows. And when you think about your mental attention and where you're placing your attention is really where you're placing your energy in terms of your mental energy, your emotional energy, your physical energy. And so we really want to invite that awareness, that sense of curiosity. Where is your attention? And you may have heard that we live in the attention economy. And I like to consider your headspace as a sacred space. So in fact, thank you for allowing me into your sacred space. And so in this meditation practice and in every practice, you are claiming back that headspace. You're first slowing down, tuning in and realizing, wow, my attention is scattered everywhere. So let's just start to claim some of that back for yourself. So we'll work with our thoughts in this meditation, and I will offer up guidance around letting go. And so when I say letting go, it's about letting go of those thoughts, just allowing them to just drop away. It's not like a dog with a stick, like, let go, let go. The mind can love to hold on to thoughts. So we just want to invite the mind lovingly, just let go. Just let go. Okay? So just a short practice and then we'll be done. So allow yourself to get comfortable however you are. If you have your feet flat on the ground, that can be nice to feel them there. You can have your hands resting in the lap with the palms facing up to the ceiling. And if you wish, you can close your eyes or you can slowly lower your gaze, whichever feels comfortable for you. We'll just take some deep breaths to begin with. So starting to draw the breath deeply down into the belly, feeling that nice big in-breath. And exhaling through the mouth. Taking another deep inhale in through the nose. Feel your belly expand on the in-breath if you can. And exhaling through the mouth. Lovely. Another deep breath again, in through the nose. Feel your belly expand on the in-breath. And exhaling through the mouth. Lovely. One more breath like that. A nice deep in-breath in through the nose. Really allow the belly to round out. And exhaling through the mouth. Well done. And just keeping your eyes closed, if that feels good for you. Just starting to notice the different sensations around the body. So noticing your feet. If you're wearing socks or shoes, is there carpet underfoot? Noticing where your body is being supported by the furniture. Just wherever you are right now, what can you feel? Around the hips and the elbows. Maybe there's a headrest. Just allowing your attention to be drawn inside. And just noticing those sensations. And as the mind wanders off into thoughts, we'll now begin to invite these words just to let go. So in your mind, each time the mind wanders off into thinking, can you instead invite yourself just to let go? And let go. Maybe you notice your physical body, your shoulders drop down a little bit. Just let go. Allowing the mind to just rest here. Knowing it's okay to let go of the day so far. Let go of the to-do list. Let go of all those other plans. Just for this moment. Just letting it all go. Just let go. And if there's resistance to that, that's okay. Not trying to force anything. Just let go. Just letting go. Taking a nice deep breath in your own time, drawing that breath deeply in, relaxing the face, dropping the shoulders, allowing the belly to be soft, nice deep exhale, just letting go. And just allow your body to go really soft and floppy, feeling lovely and heavy. It's okay if there's some resistance in the mind, that's okay. Just let go. Can you let go? Can you encourage yourself to know it's okay to let go? And as we start to come towards the end of this practice, you can keep the eyes still closed, but just notice what that experience was like. Just being curious as to whether you feel any difference in the mind or the body. Keeping your eyes still closed, keeping your attention for yourself just for a moment longer. You can start to wiggle the fingers, moving the feet, just to invite some movement into the body. And when you are ready to open your eyes, doing so really gently and slowly, remembering what we said about the brainwave frequencies, just allowing your brain to just slowly let the light come back in. Amazing. Well, thank you. And that was just a short practice, but really an opportunity, an invitation to practice letting go. You know, our lives are so busy, so rich, so full of stuff and things. It can be important to practice letting go. And so I teach people these techniques. I run courses and workshops for individuals and businesses around meditation, breathwork, and mindset training and coaching. And to find out more about my work, just head over to brionygunson.com. Otherwise, I will thank you so much for your time and attention. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Bye.